So in this short video, we'd like to talk to you about the solicitor training contract, which is a great route if you're interested in gaining a variety of experience before you qualify as a solicitor. We'll talk you through the things you need to expect and what you need to be doing to qualify. So the first thing to be aware of is that we recruit all of our training contracts 2 years in advance. So we open our applications in January, which will close in May. We'll have assessment centres and interviews taking place in the early summer. Before you start your training contract, you'll need to complete your LPC or the SQE. Our preference as a firm is for you to do the SQE. However, it's very much dependent on the stage you're at during your journey to becoming a solicitor. The firm will pay for your fees for you if you've been offered a training contract. As I said, that needs to be completed ahead of starting your training contract, and it will take up to 27 months in total. The qualifying work experience element, you may be allowed to have 6 months reduced at the discretion of the firm, dependent on experience you've already gained.
The 27-month qualifying work experience, so that's made up of 5 seats in the business. So you'll start with a 3-month seat in operations to help build your commercial awareness, your commercial knowledge, and how the business functions, really. You will then do 4 6-month seats in a variety of areas in the business, both contentious and non-contentious areas of law, to help you to get that really, really rounded legal knowledge and experience before becoming a newly qualified solicitor. While you're a trainee, you will also have a really structured training program. So aside from completing your LPC or your SQE in advance, there are other development programs that you'll take part in while you're a trainee, while you're getting ready for qualification. So certain things might be projects that are set by the board. You will have specific development programs, regular feedback sessions with your line managers and your supervisors. There may be additional external legal courses to help broaden your knowledge, essentially ensuring your readiness for newly qualified status. So what now? So if you're thinking about going down this route, what do you need to do now? So the very first thing that you need to do is have a career conversation with your manager. So if you haven't had a career conversation, if you're not sure how to structure it, don't worry. Our internet has loads of resources available to you. So there is advice as to how to form them. You can also see career conversations through short little snippet videos to help you to see how they take part and see how they take place, see the structure of them, and see how you can best make use of a career conversation with your manager. They're really important to help making sure your manager knows what your ambitions are and they can support you properly. The second thing to do is attend a training contract application session. So keep an eye on straight to the point for these. These normally take place in February time. Normally is the key word there. But it's really important you come to one of those because we talk you through the assessment process, so you know what to expect. And you also will know what we need from you in terms of manager endorsement, all that sort of stuff. On the topic of management endorsement, so your manager will need to endorse your readiness for that solicitor training contract. If you've been here for 6 months or more, they can provide that endorsement. And there are sessions that we'll be running. It again tends to be more March time. So get your manager to keep an eye straight to the point or contact us. And they can come to a session where we'll talk them through what they need to do and how they need to endorse your application. But the key thing there is you do need to be in the business for 6 months at the time of application to be able to get that management endorsement. And that endorsement, it doesn't automatically guarantee your training contract. What it does is it helps you move you forward to the assessment centre part of the application process. If you haven't been here for 6 months at the point of application, don't worry, you can still apply, but your application will probably be as an external candidate. But do make sure you're still having career conversations in any case, though, because your manager can still support you, help make sure you're developing and making sure your application is the best that it can be. The final thing is make sure that you apply by the deadline with your manager endorsement. We need both your application and that endorsement form if you are eligible for it. We need that at the deadline at the point of application. And as we've already said, that will be in May. So hopefully that's given you a good place to start, and we'll see you soon.